So when I look at it from that perspective, to invest $421 to get a return of $13,000, $14,000, I'd do that any day of the week.
After I get it, I reinvest. After I get it, I reinvest. After I get it, I reinvest. Stack and put it back in it.
Good morning. Good morning.
How you going? We're here.
Hey guys, how you going?
Got it on?
Mate, it's on. Oh, gun show. Nice.
Here to rock. Yeah.
It's way beyond just having someone do Facebook ads for you. It's the whole strategy. You guys understanding our business and really caring about achieving those goals. So that was my take on it.
The reporting side of it's excellent. The customer care, the support. So I never feel like there goes a time when we feel like we're not getting what we want, or if we need to reach out, we've got a question that gets answered quickly. So that part of it's been excellent.
I just know you guys are up to speed with the latest and greatest and what's going on. Where again, it's not what we want to be good at. It's not our area of expertise.
Within a month of us launching that campaign, and we'd spent about $421 on ad spend. We'd already signed up a client to our program. That particular client will value up at somewhere around about $14,000 or $15,000 over the course of their whole program. So when I look at it from that perspective, to invest $421 to get a return of $13,000, $14,000, I'd do that any day of the week.
So I sent a new client an email yesterday. Sorry we weren't able to deliver the creative files in the time frame that we wanted to, but I'll come back to you before 8:30 or 9 a.m. tomorrow with the design files. Hi Damien, that is completely fine. I won't be able to get the details to go bind it until later tomorrow afternoon anyway. Also, ad campaign so far has resulted in 4 new jobs posted on the site, which is the best I have ever seen in such a short period in response to any campaign. Can't wait to see what happens when the other changes are made to the site and the sales funnel is tweaked. Very happy so far. Great work, guys.
Damn son, yeah.
Well done, team, and we have not even scratched the surface of that.
Is this off the back of the new video?
Mate, we haven't even begun to play with that.
Oh shit.
We're only just been running some really light ads, bit more frictionless, get people into the ecosystem. So fantastic result, guys.
Nice.
Super pumped.
Photo, killing it. Crack your whip, bro.
My win for yesterday was definitely doing the in-depth kind of market research. Looking through that journal article was golden insight to proper data for, not just going off my whims or intuition about who the customer is, but actually looking at clinical studies done by psychologists.
Every number has a place, every piece of data has a place and a meaning. You just got to learn how to actually read it and interpret it. You can log into the back end of Facebook, your business manager, and you could just be blown away by all the options and stats that they give you. You got to look at and go, what are the most important stats, metrics that we need to be looking at? What's a gauge for this particular campaign? Because again, it's different. I mean, we work with everyone from e-commerce to enterprise level clients, to people who are in the finance industry, the real estate industry. There is no one set of data principles that work collectively over every campaign. That's just the unfortunate reality. But having the ability of being able to see all these different pieces of data from different industries, different products, services, it allows us to be able to start to see certain trends. Is there a certain day that increases sales more than others? Is there a certain type of ad that this audience seems to like? One of our clients at CMG, we've tested every type of ad possible, but nothing is beating a lead ad right now. Does that mean that lead ads need to be implemented on every single campaign and every business? Well, no. But will we try it 100%? Because you just don't know. But you start to see trends. You can start to see, okay, well, we've worked with 10 businesses in this industry. This is a common thread. What can we gather from that to then be able to implement into the new campaign?
So the value of data is only in our ability to utilize that to do things better. What I think might be good for you, Dan Fran, and I know that you don't know what you don't know, so I fully respect that, and the same with everybody. What I'd like you to do is maybe have a think of, just in your mind, one aspect of a piece of data that we're not currently measuring But then the most important thing is how you think we could use that data once measured to practically improve what we're doing.
Where it becomes a real science is to be able to really find out beyond the data that, let's say, Facebook's given you. You know, one example is utilizing heat maps on your website. Is there a particular button that someone's clicking on more than others? Right? Is there something that, you know, when someone scrolls down, they just stop on your page? If so, what is that? Is there something where someone's hovering their mouse over for a certain amount of time that you can actually really see that it's causing someone to have a emotion, or it's causing someone to have a reaction to the page? And those are data points that, you know, probably maybe 1 out of 100 businesses even look at. But, you know, you could be leaving some real treasures on the table if you're not going to those lengths.
That sounds really interesting, the ability to see who the actual purchasers are, create a much more targeted avatar, and then target the people most likely to purchase. You know, even if that squeezed an extra 5%, you know, or an extra, you know, 6% or 7% out of our performance. So that sounds like a really interesting tool. Then it would be about how can we use that data, how can we easily obtain insights from that? Because what we don't want to do is we don't want to be provided with an amazing sort of comprehensive report on each person, and, you know, we're doing 5,000 purchases a month. You know, for example, how do we easily utilize that data? How can we use that to then drive insights to then go back and do our first job faster?
We can start using that for things like loyalty campaigns, you know, loyalty campaigns, loyalty programs. I mean, for the client, designing their next range could potentially be huge. I mean, if you know who you're going to sell to, that's huge. I mean, for writing ad copy as well. Like, I mean, Facebook does this to a point. Like, if we've got high traffic on a pixel event, like, Facebook is going to learn who's completing that event, and Facebook is compiling this personality anyway. But with this software, we'd get to actually look at it, and we'd get to then not only adapt, you know, who our ads are delivered to and what costs they're delivered at, but we'd get to start, you know, feedbacking on creative, copy, you know, our entire offer and pitch.
The only way that our company can remain at the forefront of innovation is if everyone inside the company is remaining at the forefront of innovation in their role. You know, and that's obviously got to stem from the top down, helping, allowing the right resources, allowing the time to be able to have the team to be able to go and nurture that and you know, learn and educate themselves around these particular areas. One thing that we're not afraid of is testing and trying and dedicating a surplus amount of time to something, whether it works out or it doesn't work out. The reality is, if we dedicate a certain amount of time to it and we realize it doesn't work, then we can put that one to bed and move on with something that will work or could work. You know, so we're always incubating our ideas, always incubating our thoughts and what's coming now and what's happening, where's the industry, and even thinking, going, where is the industry going to be in the next 3, 6, 12 months? How could we potentially be ahead of that? And it's just nice to be able to cultivate that type of, you know, that type of culture within inside the business.
Second win was actually just the conversation that I had with you guys, Dan, Fran and Liam, just before, about the fact that we're already using AI in terms of our client strategies. I didn't know that at all. It was so exciting to hear, to know that we've just started using it recently. That's going to be huge for us to communicate with potential clients. And for me, that was the most amazing feeling, because that is confirmation, among the many other things, that what we are doing is truly innovative, it is truly world class, and we are leading the pack. So to know that it's not just an idea, but we're already doing it, was a really proud moment for me.
Every single business owner right now has an opportunity to evolve their business to another level by utilizing digital marketing. I'm yet to find an industry that cannot benefit from social media. Now, of course, I know there's going to be some out there, but The reality is 99.9% of businesses right now can utilize social media to reach out to their community. You don't need to use social media to make direct sales, right? And that's where people go wrong, like, oh, but I want to make a sale. It's like, use social media to create a relationship with someone who then potentially might buy, or they might know someone who could buy, right? So it's the concept of adapting or dying, you know, as dreary as that sounds. If you've not yet started utilizing digital marketing, or you're starting to sort of dabble in it, you know, I think your two options are simply, you need to go all in, you need to start taking massive action and learning this stuff because it changes so frequently. Or number two, give CMG a call, give us a call, let us see if we can help you with your digital strategy. That's what we're good at. You're good at what you do, we're really good at what we do. Let's combine forces, let's call Captain Planet, and let's take your business to a level that you probably didn't think that you could potentially get it to.
At our last board meeting, we decided that we wanted to carve off a little bit of our internal resources to put towards, you know, like a company's social good initiative. And for that, what we wanted to do was select a charity and work with them on a gratis basis, so no cost, as our way of giving back to the community. It's not just about us as a company and making money. We want to be able to do some good as well. It's around mental health and youth suicide. So two things that I think are really, really important in our society, like deeply feel that they're very important. It's only, I'd say, the early stage of the conversation, but I spoke with their founder this afternoon at length, and he was absolutely blown away and over the moon and incredibly excited about the thought of us working with them and helping them share that message and really, you know, help them do what they're doing, but on a much greater scale. And for me, that's exciting to be involved with a cause like that, especially something around, you know, mental health.